Attempt number 3 and the final attempt at the AI Indianapolis 500. Pace car in, and Pat leads the field to green with C goated on the outside. We're good for now. Or can they make it through turn 2? Pat to the outside on Squid. No. And little contact with the wall back in the pack, but everyone made it. Can we complete a lap? Oh, nope. Tony Kanaan hard in the wall. We'll see if he makes it to the apron. Usually when they crash in turns 3 and 4, they will not. And a yellow flag will indeed come out, but it's not the sport ender that I was expecting, so in terms of a first yellow, this isn't so bad. So Tony Kanaan just dive bombs Ash in turn 3. Ash doesn't hit him. And then what happens to Will Power? Oh my goodness, did he get sent off Lewis Hamilton? Let's see what the hell happens. Oh, Lando Norris had damage as well. And then Hamilton got clipped by the damaged car of Norris into Will Power and sends this car bouncing and flying. Let's see what Will Power sees. Hamilton gets bumped and then staring at the clouds. Finally coming to a rest. Alright, well, we'll ride along and see what Ash sees. Ooh. Actually got out of the gas. From the AI, I'm impressed. Lando Norris is not out of the race. So every car survives the opening crash. That leads the field to green to take lap 5. And away we go. Single file restarts are just the way. Keeps them not all packed up together just a little bit longer. Gives us a chance at a longer green flag run. Squid's going to be right all over the back of Pat. Heading down the backstretch, but I don't think he's going to make a move yet. Tony Stewart, however, is thinking about it, and we might be 3 wide into turn 3. We are. Tony Stewart to the lead, but can he hold it? Side by side to complete lap 5. I think Pat's just going to edge out Tony Stewart, but Jordo getting in there. We got a 5-car little breakaway here. Not sure how long this can last. With the 43 car of Pat back to the lead. Are we for real? We're going to complete 2 green flag laps? Honestly impressed. C-goated. Trying to make a move to the inside of second on Squid. Unable to do so. Looks like he'll be gotten for third. How about the old man, John Force, inside the top 10? Could be 2 wide into turn 3 for the lead. And we are. Definitely wouldn't prefer to run that high side. That's where things go wrong. There we go. That's the camera we want. Oh no, we're 3 wide for the lead in turn number 1. Yet somehow we survive. Ticker's doing some weird shit again, but Squid leads on lap 8. Tony Stewart died. One of the conditions we set for this one, we're not going to call yellows ourselves. Stewart must have made it back to the pit lane, however. Oh, Kuzmic certainly thought about making it 3 wide again. No DNFs in this race as of yet. As Nico Moore's in the wall back there. Looks like he's going to be able to keep going just fine. Kyle Larson moving into the picture, top 5. Squid has the lead on Pat. I think him and D. Kuzmic a little loose out of turn 4. I do see Stewart in the pit lane. And we have a yellow on the track. So let's see what happens to Leclerc here. This is Lucas having some trouble, and he just ramps him. Back end just noses into the ground, and then his car's got to try and make it back on all 4 wheels, and that proves to be a bit of a struggle. So let's check this from the TV camera on the Leclerc crash, and just, oh, so he ramps off of Lucas's left rear tire, I think hit it again. And then Lando, fresh out of the pits after his earlier incident, and then we're flying around. Pace car in, we restart after our second yellow flag of the day on lap 13, and now lap 14. Squid leads from D. Kuzmic, Nico Moore, Fernando Alonso, and Evo's up in the front of the field. Kind of a surprise. A Puma sponsorship? Yeah, I'd be able to do. Well, I think so. You'd think there'd be at least one Indy car that says Puma. Squid holds the lead. Will we make it a complete lap without any incidents? It appears we at least have a good chance. Although, no, Pat's falling through the field. Down to 27th. I don't know what the ticker's trying to do. Ticker's confused. Yup, I do believe we lost Pat. At least for the time being. Well, let's head through the field here. Oh, man, this back of the pack stuff is tight. No way we make it this long racing like this. I mean, we're running 2 wide, 2 or 3 deep. It's certainly not fast what they're doing, but at least they're out here. Oh no! Oh no! The 99! I saw that out of the corner of my eye. And Evo's had some trouble. Must be low enough on the racetrack to not bring out the yellow. Fair. The Haviland scheme is good, though. That's a good scheme. So a car coming out of the pit lane. That is Pat. I see Caleb low on the racetrack. Caleb's coming in, and it looks like that right front a little bit towed out. But at least being able to make it to the pit lane. Got a chance not to lose a lap there, as is it Smee that's had trouble? It may have been Tyler Reddick. Oh, we got a car stopped in the middle of the track. I think that was Ocon. Pat's rolling around here. Reddick is slow. Ocon stopped on the track. No idea why we don't have a yellow yet. But rules are rules, unfortunately. Let me guess, he was allowed to tow back. Says Nico Moore leads. That is not the case. Oh, Nico Moore on the wall. And to the inside. Is he just going to park it? Quite possibly. So a two-car breakaway right now between Squid and D. Kuzmic. Oh, Nico Moore dropped out. Yep. Really, it didn't look like he hit the wall all that hard. In terms of chatters, Squid and Kuzmic up front right now. Then we have cars who started very, very deep in the field. Jordo, Rad Realtor, Ashton 11th, Austin 14th, Smee 15th, Jeff in 18th, Seago to 20th, Caleb now 25th, Lucas 28th. He's made up a couple spots since the restart. Evo all the way down in 31st, Pat 32nd. But as of right now, can't say we have any for sure DNFs. Just a possibility in Nico Moore. Whoa, didn't like that out of Kuzmic. Looked like he was really running up the racetrack. Fernando Alonso looks like he's going to lose his spot to Scott Dixon. My car's in 6th? Where the fuck did it come from? What in the hell? Heard a car shifting, come into the pits. Not sure if that was Leclerc or maybe Evo again. Saw a blue car and a red car. I might have to restart the ticker. It loses its mind sometimes. Lap 22. Squid in the 0-0 lead, and we have a yellow flag. So let's see what happens to Caleb. Powers through the corner. He should at least be able to come back out. But then, I don't know, maybe not after that, as that was Will Power who went tumbling over. Let's see what the hell Will Power sees. Caleb's going to wreck in front of him out of turn 1. Gets back in the gas and pow. Right into the back of Caleb. That's rough damage on both cars. Well, Squid will lead after the restart. We are 25 laps in. And yet another order-flipping caution sequence. Front of the field's getting away fine. And Kuzmic going for a move on Squid yet again. Brad Realtor should have a nice run. There is a car on the wall. That is Evo again. See if he makes it to a safe place on the racetrack or not. Squid maintaining the inside. Little push from Rad Realtor. Ash is going to get a run here. She's closing in. And now right in with the top 4. A little bit of a bobble, though. That got scary. Yep, Evo is either towing or out of this race after yet another wreck, but he got down to the bottom of the racetrack. No yellow flag. Oh, Rad Realtor and Ash got a little squirrely out of turn 2. Squid leads yet again. Best car on the racetrack right now, that 0-3. He's tough to get around. Oh, no! Jordan's in the wall back there. And the entire field going to make it through. Something tells me we are going to be under yet another yellow flag. See if that car makes it to the bottom of the track. Ooh, Squid got a little loose out of 2, but he holds the spot. Lewis Hamilton got 4th away from Ash. At the line, I think D. Kuzmic might have led the lap. Hard to say. Lewis is a lap down. In 18th, probably. Yeah, I just looked at the ticker. Nobody able to get around Squid just yet. Kuzmic will lead the lap, though, and he might have the move done, and he does. For the lead of the AI 500. Oh, no! Rad Realtor and Ash in the wall. I'm not really sure what the best case scenario is. Probably that, to be honest, as John Force is space forcing back there, and it has gone wrong. Every other time we've tried this race, just plowed through the corner and into the wall, just basically followed Rad Realtor in there. And then I don't know what got John Force here. He runs into the back of Rad Realtor, and that is what Space Forces force. This would be a tame ride if it was just a smack of the wall, but then you're going to see a flying Castrol car here in a second. Yep. Pow. So here comes John Force. Not really sure. I mean, that was pretty bad on both parts, honestly. Rad Realtor coming down way down the racetrack like that, and then John Force just gassing it up. Is he finally going to come to a rest? Nope. Still bouncing around, and then he just disappears. We restart with Fernando Alonso in the lead. Carr second, Austin third, and Smee has found himself inside the top 5. Alonso through 1 and 2. Got to hold off a couple of chatters for the moment. Carr's looking to have a move. This is a group that we haven't really seen at the front of the field, so we don't know who's gonna be the best out of this this grouping. Carr's got loose, kind of messed up Austin's entry. So a tiny little breakaway now for Alonso as Carr pits. Oh no! That's not a very good strategy. Well, it's Fernando Alonso and Austin for the lead. And Austin makes the move around the outside. Clears Alonso the hard way. Alonso coming back at him, though. Has the move done now. See how the back of the field's doing. This is certainly going to be chaotic. Ash looks like she's having a time now. Who haven't we really seen much of today? Haven't seen Pat in a while. D. Kuzmic looking rather slow. C-goated. Caleb's out here running. I have no idea how. Right in behind Lando Norris and Squid, who hasn't made up a lot of places since he pitted. In 11th spot. Eucamore was up front for a tiny little bit. Logan Sargent with his bold qualifying run. Evo's back out on track, more than I would have thought his car would have done the rest of this race. Making a move, but 33 laps down. Wait, what? 33 laps down? How? That must have been laps completed. No, there's no way. I'm very confused. Huh. Well, we'll make our way back up to the front of the field. No idea how my cars stayed out of trouble for the most part. It's usually not the case. Jimmy Johnson's up front. Scott Dixon. Smee is making a move for the lead as Austin's in the wall. Right as we made the move to go back up to the front, the 68 smacks, I believe, the turn one wall. He's only got a tiny little bit of toe damage, so hopefully not too much damage to his race overall. Well, the front is not staying the front for very long, as Smee has taken the lead on Fernando Alonso. I don't know what I'd pick. I feel like I'd have to go Daytona, just being a NASCAR fan for longer. But, I mean, Indy, I feel like it's just nothing beats it in terms of, like, prestige, you know? Smee leads from Alonso on lap 40. Austin is not yet on his out lap. That's not a good sign. He might go a couple laps down. We'll see. Not sure. Oh, he's only going to lose one lap here, it appears, as he is on his out lap now. But from top three fighting for the lead to 15th, a lap down. And make it 16th. Logan Sargent just passed him. Someone's not selling an autographed Dale Earnhardt Funko Pop, are they? Although people have been selling the Dale Earnhardt race cars that they say are authentic, and they're not. That one would be especially interesting just because there's no way that somebody just actually brands that as authentic. There can't be. Oh no, it is Squid. Squid in trouble, parked on the high side here. Well, we ride along with the car that started third in this race. Loose, up the track. I don't know if he lost a tire. Yeah, he was stuck in the wall and nowhere to go. I don't know if there was any contact with Ocon. I don't believe so. No, and Ocon's lucky to get out of this without any damage as well. Just avoided it. Logan Sargent may have run something over. But yeah, he wants to come down. Everyone's running way too fast for him to do so. He just has to park it up there. 7 cars, 1 lap down that'll be fighting to be the first car lap down. But the leg up is going to go to the 68, which is third in line here. Trying to get his lap back the hard way as we are. Back to green with Smee in the lead. Austin doesn't start off very well. He'll have a run on the 2 leaders down the back. Alonso up a little high. Not going to be able to make any moves there. Going to give a good toe to the 68 to try and get around him as well. It's 3 packed up again. Austin lost touch with him a little bit. He doesn't have to pass them, but I feel like you'd much rather have just the wave around than the free pass. Certainly be more satisfying. Max Verstappen, haven't seen him much or talked about him much, but currently sitting in 4th place and behind Kyle Larson, which is an interesting battle. Given that people are trying to argue on Twitter who the best driver in the world is between those 2. Alonso trying to go around the outside on Smee. Won't get it done. What's the plan after this race? We got Nürburgring qualifying because we got our 2 hours at the ring coming up relatively soon. Not sure if McLaughlin got into some trouble or was just running right down the middle of the backstretch there. Ash makes up a spot on Squid. Squid gets it right back. Nope, they're packed up, I bet, back there. Let's see. Yeah, good chunk of them. Not sure what happened to Squid there. Best driver's obviously Haley Deegan. Yep, that's why she's not here. Although I guess she is in a Mazda series. We were thinking about her. Austin would love a yellow flag that doesn't involve himself right now. Or just the ability to get a run as he's getting here down into turn 1. Back up with him, but can he make anything stick? Not yet. Coming around a complete lap 50, Smee leads. From Alonso, we've got 13 cars on the lead lap. And a good chunk fighting to get their laps back to get back in this race. More on track on his outlap. Car hates you? Maybe just Indianapolis. Hey, John Force back up to 17th place. That's honestly impressive. Jeff makes a pass on me. He's the biggest mover in this race. It's me. Up 29 spots from the start. And Toxic Waste is leading and has been for a while. I don't know if Alonso has much for him. Saw Evo fighting a good pack of cars back there. Can't bode very well for him as Ash makes a pass on John Force. Kanan gains a position over Lewis Hamilton. Austin's doing exactly what he needs to do. That car was leading this race before getting into trouble for a very brief period. Oh no. Yeah, your car had a time, but at least you're not out of the race yet. It's always a chance. I am still amazed that Alonso has stayed out as long as he has. Only car with 2 pit stops in this race. Everyone else has more. Did we flip a car yet? Yup, literally on every caution, which is weird because that didn't happen when we did this before. Pat gained a position? What? Oh! Yellow flag is out. And who is it for? It's not for Pat, he's on his out lap. And is that Kuzmic? Yes, it is. Well, we ride along with D. Kuzmic, and this might be our first solo wreck of the day. Just right at the back of the pack, and he's the one that overdrives everything. Well, from TV cam, Kuzmic loses part of his side pod, and ooh, another hard hit. And that's not the first time that car's been in trouble, so who knows if it'll be back out. All right. So some more intrigue at the front of the field. Because once again, we don't know who out of who's up here right now is going to have the strongest car in the field. So it's all brand new to us. Cars get shuffled back again. And Kyle Larson is away from Max Verstappen. Highest chatter for the moment, Jeff in 4th. We do have the... Oh, 2 most confusing cars in the field, and Larson and Dixon up there, as that was Nikomore in the wall. I think he's got it back going again. That looked like he hit it pretty hard, but I'm actually not sure if he did. It certainly looked bad, but maybe he hit it just square enough to the point that he's all right. He's looks to be running fine back there. Max Verstappen going for the lead. Dixon tries to make it 3 wide and does. Got a nose in there, but backs out of it before turn 2. A slight breakaway from Larson. I'm trying to make a move on Jeff, but Jeff's got the help of Tony Kanaan. And now Kanaan dives in front of myself and looking for the move on Jeff. Had to back out of it. Larson breaking away as Dixon and Verstappen are side by side. It never really seems to last very long, these single car breakaways. Oh! I'm up to 4th. in and around Jeff and Tony Kanaan. Caleb's car's up battling with them. But 3 laps down. Gonna need to hope that a lot of the incidents are behind him. Larson's breakaway is actually working for the moment. Dixon's coming, so is Verstappen, but the front 3 really now have broken away. Almost a corner. I'm coming. So is Jeff. Caleb 3 laps down. What happened to Tony Kanaan? Kanaan was down on the inside. Hopefully his car's all right. Well, we might be looking at somebody who's going to be tough to beat because we really haven't had a car break away like this and be able to stay there. Dixon's making it close again, though. And Dixon's in the wall. Pushing it too fast. Another car in the wall. That is myself. I have damaged my right front tire. Not rigged, confirmed. But will there be a yellow? Not right now. First time in a while we've seen somebody on the lead lap have the issues. As Dixon has caught Larson. That was Dixon in the wall as well. My car able to tow back to the pit lane. No yellow, which is actually worse. Track at full speed, and then you're going to lose a couple more laps than you would under yellow. Probably be 3-4 laps down at the very least. Dixon is caught back up to Larson. We lose somebody else too? Not sure, but no yellow again. Oh, Caleb has dropped into the gray area now. Dixon can't make the move on Larson yet, allowing Verstappen to get closer. Jeff is all by himself. Good chance that I'm not going to be able to win. A lot of you are probably going to beat me. Austin with a pass for 10th place. Smee back up to 6th, making a move on McLaughlin. Oh, I'm alive at least. Down to 23rd, 24th, still falling. But hey, Indy 500, the AI Indy 500 can still have a little bit of Napa know-how. Larson, Dixon, Verstappen, Jeff, and Kanaan, the top 5. Not a lot of people from chat having a very good race right now. Ash is making her way up the order in terms of the lapped cars, up to 16th place. Caleb is back out on track, 5 laps down for the moment. Tony Stewart got the place back on Austin for 10th. And right back. Let's go find that battle as Larson's kind of pulled away here. Can't find it. Where the fuck are they? There they are. Austin's actually got the move done on Stewart for the moment and setting his sights on Alonso. What's up, cars? Bad luck in this attempt. Now that we've got faster pairs on and single file restarts, we've had at least fewer permanent casualties. But there are still a couple, and unfortunately you're one of them. I think that was Lucas. No, it's McLaughlin in the wall again. Lucas has been out for a while. That might bring out the yellow. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to have enough cars to finish as the yellow flag is out. So what happens to Scott Dixon? This drives up the track. Yup, never got out of it. And on board with the 3 car at McLaughlin. Is this contact? Oh, yes, it was. Contact with Ash. Got stuck on the high side, didn't want to be there. Into the side pod of Ash. Ash gets away okay from that. Let's see who really... Whoa! There was one touch there on entry. Got both of them a little squirrely into the corner, and then I think Ash is going to come away all right from this. Well, we are back to green, taking lap 72. Tony Kanaan leads from Kyle Larson, and my blue and yellow Napa car, 2 laps down, just up there to cause chaos. Kanaan is away. McLaughlin may have actually caught up to the back of the pack in just enough time. So my car acting as a buffer right now between Larson and Kanaan. Oh, look at it. Am I blocking for Tony? Oh, no. 3 wide into turn 3 with my slow ass a lap down. I just helped Kyle Larson take the lead. That's not what I wanted to do. The 17 back to the front. Second time he's led a lap today. Well, second period anyway. Making a move inside Kanaan. You know, this may actually help me if we can get a yellow and then Larson pits and I stay out. You'd think that'd be probably how it's going to go. There's a pack back there I was a little bit concerned about. Holding it in right in behind Kyle Larson right now. Jeff has moved up to 3rd. See if he can make the move on Kanaan. Oh, I'm in the wall again. That ain't great. I think for the moment I'm all right. But that's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all, especially for everyone behind me. Kanaan back around Jeff. Or no, he never passed Jeff. I was thinking Verstappen. Probably a smart idea for my car just to hang in around Larson. Oh, no! So much for hanging in around Larson. That looks towed out again as we're up high. Diving back into the middle of the track. Is everyone going to make it through? For the moment. Well, I guess I accomplished what I was after. I did indeed cause chaos as I'm going to be headed back to the pit lane. But that puts Kanaan right in behind Larson again. Kanaan will not go for the pass yet. And that was Jeff in the wall. And hard. Oh, no. And again, down to the bottom of the racetrack, we might be able to stay green. The highest placing chatter at the moment. Who else? Who else would wreck out? Jeff has not towed it yet. Now he has. So to the pit lane under yellow, or under green rather. Ooh, Kanan with a move. Larson's up high. Doesn't hit the wall. Kanan and Larson have broken away. Verstappen all by himself. Next nearest car is Nikomor, but that would not be for position. Nikomor down in 24th. My car is somehow going to limp it back to the pit lane, supposedly. Running on the entry. Kanan leads lap 77. Race has gone from bad to worse for me, for myself rather. Kanan holds off Kyle for the moment. Verstappen is closing in. An Indy 500 winner in Tony Kanan, an Indianapolis 500 participant this year in Kyle Larson. Someone I wouldn't be surprised if he ran in at some point. Max Verstappen is now closed in. Kanan leads again. Car not sounding very good. Down there on the bottom, that'd be myself. Larson back to the point. I'm not sure. Ash might be the first car a lap down right now. Keep an eye on that. And if that is the case, no! Squid, oh no, the caution may be Ash. Hard to say. There's a lot happening. So we are going to ride around with Scott McLaughlin and see what he sees. Ash didn't take that much damage, but did tow for some reason. Well, let's see. Car in the wall up there, and somebody didn't know where to go. That was Rad Realtor. Sad part is that Ash actually got through this. Wait, this isn't Ash, this is Squid. Where's Ash at? And she was right in it and just absolutely clobbered Rad Realtor. But to be honest, where else are you supposed to go? As Esteban Ocon's riding around. Yeah, that was a pretty hard hit. From Logan Sargent. All of it happens in front of him. There was Squid climbing over Ash, and then also Sargent got punted through, and that might have been what sent Ocon flying. I feel like this is going to be one of those ones where Ocon just never slows down. He gets back on the gas, and Rad Realtor had bounced off the wall again. And then just tumbles on its nose somehow for a long time before it tries to get back on its wheels and eventually does. So here's this after the contact into the wall again, and then came back down into the wall again, and then pow from Ocon and Caleb and Sargent. Alonso's back up in here. Will Power is running up with these cars. He is actually the first car 2 laps down, somehow, some way. Squid right now, the first car 1 lap down in that battle to get back on the lead lap. Only 10 cars are on the lead lap as Kyle Larson brings us back to green. Jimmy Johnson as well. I believe he started at or near the back 2. Fastest lap of this race currently going to Fernando Alonso. First time we've actually taken a peek at that, as Alonso's trying to get a move done on Austin. Can't do it. Austin will take second away from Johnson. Can't say I trust the 68 to make it the rest of the way. After the issues that it's had, it's already hit the wall once. Why not again, as Tony Kanaan's making up places. Back up into 8th. Jimmy Johnson, yeah, we were right on that. Up 30 places since the start. Top break of this race so far going to Pat. Last on track, down 28 spots from his front row starting place, as Austin's going for the lead here to finish lap 84. Larson leads the lap, but Austin's got the inside, and what a battle back it has been for the 68. Just to show you, you get your lap back. With these faster pairs on all the time, anything can happen. As the yellow flag is out, Austin leads here on lap 85. I saw most of the field, it felt like, so can't imagine this is a big deal. Nicomore's involved. Well, into turn 1 with Nicomore. It's the same thing we saw time and time again. I see Pat got in the wall a little bit. I think he's going to be all right. Nicomore back hard in the wall, and how was the trip to the bottom of the racetrack and what made him not be able to get there? All of that, and then Jimmy Johnson leads from Tony Stewart at Indianapolis as we are back to green. 12 laps away from the halfway mark of the AI 500. Unfortunately, the top chat member is Smee, but Austin sits in 6th place, although buried back in lap traffic right now. Tony Stewart to the inside for the lead on Johnson. Would probably be weird for Tony Stewart having his NASCAR Home Depot scheme and his IndyCar, that Menards yellow scheme. Smee got squirrely there in turn 3. That's what Lucas was driving in this race, but well departed at this point. Johnson leads the lap. They're going to go 2 wide into turn 1. Probably the best thing for somebody multiple laps down right now that they could see be a wreck at the front of the field. Stewart leads. Coming around to complete lap 90. Smee's got to run. Watch out for Smee. Only going to get second this lap, but into turn 1, Smee with the run to the lead. I was worried about that. Whoa, Johnson. That got real scary. Stewart gets the lead back for the moment. Squid and Austin, pretty much everyone from 5th on back. 4th on back, maybe even. Really, not much they can do right now. Smee leads lap 91. I don't really like the way they're running up at the front of the field. 3 fast cars all in the lead lap. Feels like only a matter of time before something goes wrong, as somebody's in the wall back there. Can't see who it is. See if we get a yellow flag or not. I believe it may be Logan Sargent. Oh no, Austin's dropping back through the field as well. Ash lost one spot. We're running out of chatters with a realistic chance in this one. Right now, the best one that we'd actually want to win the race would be Squid. Maybe Austin's all right. He's in 10th, just gained a spot. Yep, I think Austin's all right. Not really sure what happened there. He fell from 6th to 9th real fast. Even as far back as 10th, I believe Stewart leads the lap. As Tony Kanaan is getting up in the mix. Bringing me in tow, but a good chunk of laps down now. I don't think my car has much hope at all, as things are getting crowded up here. Saw Kyle Larson, I think, down there on the apron. Not sure what's up with that. And the yellow flag is out. Well, something tells me we're about to find out. Yep, Evo up into the wall again. Bad race for Evo continues. And down, and we get through okay. Sargent just barely misses. Well, we'll see. More contact with the wall for the 99. Really don't think it was that bad. Well, at the very least, we would assume that he'll keep going, but just an interesting decision to park it where he did. At turn 4, we will take the green flag once again. Smee leads from Kanaan, Verstappen, Alonso, and Kyle Larson in 5th place. Oh, he actually did make it up to 5th place. I wonder if it was Dixon I saw at the back of the field. We just got to make it halfway. That's all we're after, right? Make it to the halfway point under green here. Max Verstappen for 2nd. On Kanaan. Austin doesn't have a run yet. Smee has gotten away well. Lando Norris back in the pack, making a pass on Squid. How Lando is still on the lead lap when he hasn't really been a factor all day, I have no idea. Kanaan to the outside. Trying to make it stick, and I think he did. So Kanaan sets his sights on Smee. Need somebody else that's multiple laps down to wreck out of this one, because at least at the moment we'd get C-goated back on the lead lap. So yet another chatter. Kanaan looking to have a run, but will not try and make the pass. Verstappen closing in. Kanaan trying that high side move again. Not even close this time. Have to do the work to get back up there all over again. Pass on Scott McLaughlin for 20th. We haven't taken a look at the battles anywhere else in the field in a while, but right now we've got Tony Kanaan trying to make a move as we are indeed halfway in the AI 500. We'll take a run through the field here. We got Scott Dixon running at the very back of the pack. That is 15th place. I think he just got his lap back. Actually, no, he's going to be multiple laps down. John Force is the last car in the lead lap. Ash battling back here in traffic, 22nd place. Force trying to get through the Haviland number 11. Problem-filled race for Evo, and that's who Force has up next for him. Logan Sargent, who's one of those cards, one lap down, I do believe. Where else? Oh, my car just got by Squid. Squid's currently 11th. Maybe not the speed that that car once had. Not sure why Ash is trying to block Scott Dixon. That's not much of a fight as Evo's out of the gas a little bit, but I don't think he hit anything. I think he just got a little bit loose. Farther up the field, Esteban Ocon. We haven't seen him too much as this race has gone on. After he took a tumble a little bit earlier. Scott McLaughlin pretty much been a non-factor all day. D. Kuzmic in the Valvoline car, in and out of trouble all day. In front of him, Nico Moore and Caleb in the Rocket Mortgage car. Charles Leclerc still running laps. Somehow, someway, 23rd place. Then Tyler Reddick. Jimmy Johnson. That car is on the lead lap, although stuck in behind too much traffic, as is Stewart. Will Power had a disastrous start to this race. But yet, it could be worse for him. 18th place. If things break the right way, maybe he has a chance. C-Goated, that's the car we're looking at, is the first car one lap down. And as long as the caution doesn't involve him whenever it does come, I like his chances to get it back. I think Logan Sargent's the closest, and he is not under any threat for the moment. Lewis Hamilton, he's on the lead lap, 7th place. Haven't talked about him much. Austin, oh! And that was C-Goated, who was real wide there. About caused the caution that he needs, but doesn't need to be involved in. Brad Realtor, chance to get back in this race, albeit slim. Jeff as well. Get a nice race going before contacting the wall. Alonso 5th, Verstappen in 4th. Kyle Larson in 3rd, and Tony Kanaan and Smee battle for the lead. Too bad for Jeff. That car had some speed. Top 5 car if it could have stayed out of the shit. Well, everyone on track has at least completed 100 laps. A whole lot better than yesterday. I think by this point we were down to 15, 14 cars somewhere in there. Not yesterday, but a couple days ago when we tried this. John Force has made the pass on Austin. I'm a little bit worried about what happened to the 68, but he may have pitted under green. Yes, he did. Well, it's not as bad as it could be. Means we've been green long enough to the point that cars actually need to pit, so we'll see who makes the stops and who doesn't. Smee should be about due for one, you'd think. Biggest mover of this race is Smee. On 29 spots from the start. Jimmy Johnson, a big mover as well. Pat might be officially out of the race. Not sure what happened there. Yellow flag did not come out, so we'll see if Pat pops back onto our ticker or if his day is finally done. He's been in and out of the wall all day. Oh, Larson in the wall. And the yellow flag is out as somebody else, I think, hit the 17. So overhead from Kyle Larson. Trouble for one of our lead lap cars. Hard in the wall, and then something happened here. Oh no, he just hit the wall again and just nosed right in, just glued to the wall. You don't usually see the cars stopped like that, so I thought he might have gotten hit again. So it's another turn one casualty here who just pushes up the racetrack into the wall. And then he was beelining for Larson there for a second. That could have been catastrophic. Tony Kanaan leads for Max Verstappen and Fernando Alonso. Smee with a couple of lap cars in front of him. I believe 6th in line as we restart and take lap 113. Will Power just gained 2 spots on Dixon and Larson, and it's now the second car 1 lap down. Will Power trying to stage a comeback for the ages here. Incredible on Will Power, and I think he's right in behind Logan Sargent. Alonso trying to make a move on Verstappen. It doesn't stick. And now Verstappen on Kanaan. The 33 really hasn't been able to make this move work all day. Been able to get into second, but not take that top spot. Jeff fighting hard in there with Alonso. Needs a clean green flag stint here to give himself a chance. I think he's only 1 lap down. No, he might be 2 laps down. But a good chance at a wave around. Kanaan. Yep, Jeff is the first car 1 lap down. Oh no! Will Power pitted! He is on his outlap. That might actually be smart. It might put him in position to only stay 1 lap down right now, but when everyone pits, I mean, I guess he's going to have a chance at a wave around. And he didn't lose a lap, another lap. So the damage really isn't that much. It's a couple positions right now. I saw somebody tag the wall back there as Kanaan is getting away from Verstappen. But not for very long. Verstappen wants the lead. He's trying to take it into turn 1. And for the moment, the 3-time Formula 1 world champion leads as Kanaan and Jeff are in the wall. Jeff with heavy damage. Kanaan with that right front towed in. Jeff making his way down. The yellow is out as Max Verstappen leads on lap 116. Tony Kanaan just got passed for the lead, and him and Jeff hit the wall simultaneously. The damage much worse on Jeff's car as he was trying to fight to get back in this race, and Tony Kanaan, massive right front toe damage. Well, from Tony Kanaan as he got passed by Verstappen down in here to turn number 1. Took the low line, maybe cut it down a bit too aggressively, never got out of it. And he's honestly lucky that tire remained on its tether. Punt to the cone. Man, Kanaan had been out of trouble the entire race. Jeff hits the wall a lot harder. 2 laps down, trying to get one of those laps back naturally, but bang, and tire wobbling all over the place. Second hit was pretty hard too. And it's not the first time that car has been in trouble. I feel like it's the 3rd, so we'll see if the 21 comes back out here. I mean, there are not many cars maybe look at 4 or 5, maybe 6. You could look at 5 that haven't had trouble today. And even some of them have come close to take lap 120. Max Verstappen leads from Alonso, Smee, Stewart, Hamilton, and Squid. Lando Norris as well. I have no idea how that car 7 has just been quietly having the shittiest day, yet still relatively decent. Watch out for Alonso heading into turn 3. He won't pull out, and neither will Smee. I would not want to let that 0 car take the lead again, because that has probably been the toughest car to pass all day. Verstappen pulls away from Alonso, but now Smee in behind the 14 Aston Martin. Six cars have departed the AI 500. My girlfriend, Pat, Lucas, Caleb, TBNR Cars, and Bobby Labonte. 5 chat cars are among the 6 DNFs, which does suck. Yellow flag is out, which means Logan Sargent is going to become the 12th car on the lead lap, and let's see what it is. It is Nico Moore again. From the blimp, Nico Moore got a huge toe off the back of, I think that's Tyler Reddick, and then actually, I don't know if he got brake checked by Reddick. I don't know what that was, and then the car just spins hard into the wall again. So heading into turn 3, it is Tyler Reddick in front. And Reddick swerves. That's a tough break. And then something breaks. Sends the car hard into the wall again. From the TV cam, see the 23 just jump in the air here, and pow, loses a side pod. And then the whole chassis, I think, is bent. So he loses traction on that right rear, and then just spins it around. Back to go green and take lap 125. Verstappen leads from Alonso. Good day for the F1 guys, I will say. Verstappen and Alonso at the top. Norris in 7th. Hamilton's in 5th. Scott Dixon and Logan Sargent. Scott Dixon's not Formula 1, but Logan Sargent on the lead lap. There are 3 cars a lap down. Will Power, Kyle Larson, Tony Kanaan. They need the next caution to not be them to have a chance to get back in this race. Uh-oh. Smee's made the move for 2nd. Here comes Tony Stewart. Won't get to Smee. Lewis Hamilton was out of shape. Squid is up into 5th place. Smee will not make the move. Stewart closes in. I mean, we are basically begging at this point for the next incident to not be that 0-3. That car may be our best chances. Stewart's having a look on Smee. He can't get there. But now Smee on Verstappen. I'd be surprised if he didn't go for it, but watch out for Tony Stewart. Smee pulls out. Stewart comes in as well. Stewart follows Verstappen. New leader in the 0 car is Smee. Squid's up into 4th, around Lewis Hamilton. Austin looking to make a move on John Force back in the pack. Lando Norris is up to 6th. He makes the move on Jimmy Johnson. Oh no, Fernando Alonso has had trouble. That is what has happened. Alonso back down to 10th, but he stopped falling for now. We'll watch what problems for the Aston Martin. Ash has gained like 3 spots in a lap, by the way. Up to 17th. Verstappen retakes the lead. Hamilton moving in on Squid for 4th place. Smee's there, but so is Stewart. So is Squid. Oh, didn't like that line Squid was taking. Looked like he was going to shoot in to the outside wall. Might have been some contact between Squid and Stewart on the exit of turn 2, but Squid is through to 3rd, where he started this race. Fernando Alonso right now is the first car 1 lap down, but I suspect that will change and Will Power may have a chance to get back out on track. We shall see. Verstappen for the lead. He holds it and will clear Smee. But this is just allowing Squid the opportunity to get up in this fight. Squid looks a little loose, to be honest. That's D. Kuzmic on the bottom of the racetrack in the white car, looking rather slow as here comes Squid. Cannot get there this time. Whoa, Squid! Sideways in behind Smee. Squid may make the move on Verstappen, and he will. Oh, don't go 3 wide. Thankfully, we clear Verstappen. It is going to be Squid to the lead. From 6th off the restart, Squid has made his way to the top spot. I see Ash back there running around. What if Ash found her way back into this race? I mean, there's still plenty of time. Myself, however, my car's done for. Smee right in behind Squid. Not sure if Smee's going to pull out here because Verstappen is looking to make a move, and Smee cannot get the inside. Oh, Squid leaves the bottom open. And the 0 car comes through side by side down the back. Austin's all over the place, but it looks like he's finally trying to make some moves up to 8 and around John Force. Smee got loose, but Squid pulls in behind him. Austin up to 7th. Squid on Smee again. Move will be done. Will Power is the first car a lap down. Alonso did come back out. He's the last car 1 lap down. Power, Kanan, Larson, and Alonso fighting for the free pass because there ain't no way we go the next 67 laps now without a yellow flag. Smee's making the move. Where does Verstappen go as the yellow flag comes out? With Smee in the lead. Yeah, I don't even know if these 2 incidents are connected or if they just happened at the same time. Reddick into turn 3. Up into the wall? No, he didn't get up into the wall. Oh, he clipped D. Kuzmic hard. On board with Reddick. Let's see what he sees. He gets out of it when Kuzmic's in the wall up here. Avoids that, and then Kuzmic can't turn, and bang! Tyler Reddick. Hard into the wall. As we get to the corner, as we get to turn 4 here, let's see what Kuzmic does with the wheel. I'd imagine he probably can't turn at all. No. Reddick just tries to make it around the outside, and Kuzmic is along for the ride. Although, to be fair, he didn't really try and turn, but it is what it is. So many redemption runs for multiple cars in this field. Squid, Will Power, Austin's had a day. He's 6th. John Force is once again. I feel like Smee and Verstappen are like the only cars in the field that haven't gotten into trouble. That we know about. Pace car is in. We will take lap 138. Smee leads from Squid. A couple of lap cars as a buffer between the top 2 and Lando Norris, which could only get even scarier for the rest of the field. Cars that have already had issues up here in the front of the field. Squid to the outside on Smee. Alonso going to push him. Maybe not. Alonso's fighting for his lap back the natural way. Whoa! Moves Squid up the track. Trying to find a way past Smee. He can't as of now. Aggressive moves from Fernando Alonso trying to get back in this race here. The 14 is a car that led laps today. Reddick and Kuzmic, they've had days. They're up fighting with the 2 leaders as Squid will clear Smee for the top spot. Austin's making a move on Jeff. John Force remains 5th. Hey, Evo just made up a place. 26th over Nikamore. Smee making the move. And for the moment he is. D. Kuzmic's getting involved here. Austin to 5th spot. He's clear of Fernando Alonso, who's fallen back the pack a little. Actually, no, that's not true. That is Lando Norris in 3rd place. I confused the 2 McLarens. Pit stops can still turn this race on its head. Smee and Squid. Oh, watch out for Kuzmic. Had a run from hell, but nowhere to take it. Squid nearly in the wall. I know we're getting late, but we gotta cool it, guys. There's not many of you left on the lead lap. There's only 12. We've been at 12 or there around 12 for the majority of this race. We really haven't had a wreck of the leader in this one. Kuzmic's going to have another run. Will he try and make the move to get this lap back? And it doesn't even matter. D. Kuzmic is multiple laps down. Tony Stewart with a pass on Jimmy Johnson for 8th. Just don't want to see the lap cars get too involved with this and that be how things go wrong. Tony Stewart down to 10th. Probably looking at the 2 best cars, potentially all race. I mean, Squid was fast before he got into trouble. The car's so fast that got itself out of trouble. And then Smee, who's just been clean all day. Verstappen runs 4th. In behind Reddick. Lando Norris is for position, and then Fernando Alonso splits the two of them. Kuzmic might be close enough to have another go. He's certainly gonna have a go for it. And it gets in the way of Squid, unfortunately, as Squid tried to make a move to the bottom. Oh! The 0-3 nearly in the wall. It's gonna be that 10 car pushing Squid to a line he didn't want, as there's a car in the wall in turn 2. No yellow flag as of yet. It is Rat Realtor falling down the leaderboard. Ash makes up a place to 18th on Realtor. We may stay green. We'll power up to 11th on Stewart. Whoa, McLaughlin just dropped a ton. And it was Realtor that was able to tow. Force back to 6th on Jimmy Johnson. I feel like Lando's car is so mid, it just can't get by Tyler Reddick to get up and battle for the lead here. Ash is up to 16th. Dude, Ash is making moves. Might be the first car 2 laps down. We are nearing 50 laps to go in the AI 500. Toxic Waste number 0 of Smee. Probably been the best car on track all day. But Squid has battled back, was a lap down, been involved in a couple different incidents. Just can't afford to have a member of chat be the next caution, you know? We've got Austin and Squid top 5. With how long these pit stops are lasting, be interested to see. Whoa, Squid trying to go around the outside of Smee, and he just might. Oh, Smee to the pit lane. Pit stops are commencing. Squid leads to take lap 148. Oh, and Kuzmic in the wall. I can't tell if this would be a good thing for Squid or not, because he might pit and just hand the lead back to Smee. And the yellow is out. Yellow is out for D. Kuzmic yet again. I think he made it to the bottom without any trouble. Well, this car has been involved in just about everything today. Same problem as always. Powers through the corner, hits the wall, and let's see everyone try and navigate through. Reddick through. Lando, Alonso, and Jeff had to check up. Lando Norris, the first time he's led all day in the F1 McLaren scheme. Austin right behind in the Indy car McLaren scheme. Driven IRL by Alexander Rossi as we're down into turn 1. And Austin's going for the lead. Whoa, nearly some contact with Lando. Let's see what Verstappen does. Heading down into turn 3. And watch out for Smee, who's joining the party. All 5 of these cars are for position. Scott Dixon, another non-factor most of the day. Austin leads. Verstappen's coming. And Verstappen pushed by Smee. New leader is Max Verstappen. Ash and Evo side by side. What could go wrong there? And hey, I'm up in that party too. Look at all three of us, all in the same place. Verstappen building a gap as it has happened. Smee is in the wall. Usually when there is a wreck in that corner, that section of the track, the yellow flag will come out because they just can't make it down to the pit lane in time. Austin leads. Verstappen nearly clips the wall. Fernando Alonso gains the spot on Smee. We haven't lost Smee from the leaderboard yet, nor has there been a yellow. So maybe, just somehow, he either made it or he's trying to limp it around right now. The gap is only 15 seconds, so I think he's trying to limp it around right now. Which can only go poorly. Maybe he's doing the Nikamore for a couple days ago. Trouble that late for Smee just feels like it could be a death blow. Hamilton to 7th, gets a spot back from Sargent. Verstappen pulls out of turn 4, trying to make the move. As somebody has pieced out. But it wasn't Smee. Where is Smee? He might have been able to make it to... Well, he's still losing spots, so maybe not. Hard to say if he's in the pit lane or not. Let's find out. Oh, he's actually just coming out now. It's Austin and Max Verstappen. I feel like if Austin had it his way, he'd just punt Max. Evo trying to get around Lando. Look at Ash trying to make a move. Can't get it done right now. Oh, hard in the wall is the 99 again, right in front of Lando Norris. Will we stay green? I'm gonna doubt it. It'll be a drag race down the front, and Austin's gonna lead at the caution. Evo in trouble again, and that may just secure last place for him at this rate. Well, here we go again. Into the wall. I think you're going to be okay. You'll probably, if your driver's smart, you should stay out. Well, here it was. There wasn't any contact with Lando somehow. Lando got some debris, but smartly goes to the inside, unlike Reddick earlier. We restart and take lap 161. Austin leads from Verstappen, Norris, Dixon, Johnson, Squid, Hamilton, Power for Sargent and Stewart. All in position to make something happen off of this restart. Alonso and Kanan are on the lead lap, but back in traffic. Will Power making a move on Lewis Hamilton. Verstappen trying to make a move on Austin, and he will, with help from Lando Norris. Scott Dixon trying to get back in the picture. Jimmy Johnson, who hasn't been up here in a while. Austin wants it back down into turn 1. He's got the nose in there. And the spot back. Lando's fallen back a little bit, back to 5th. He's got Hamilton and Squid around him. They might be 3 wide heading into turn 3. Don't like the prospects of that. Didn't see anybody in the wall, but Will Power back down to 9th. Two cars, 1 lap down. Kyle Larson and Smee. Smee with some late trouble. Verstappen wanted the move. Don't think it was open for him a little bit as we have a 3-car breakaway. Squid trying to make the move on Jimmy Johnson for 4th. Verstappen really wanted to have a look in there in turn 3. Didn't. Watch out for Dixon heading down into turn 1. He is right there. Verstappen is the one to pull out. Dixon will do the smart thing and just sit in behind of Austin. Now down to the bottom. It was an aggressive move. And Dixon loses ground again. Squid did make the pass on Johnson. Johnson's trying to come back at him, as Jimmy's having some good success just running low. 3 cars have separated themselves from the field. Max Verstappen, I do think we can confidently say now, the only car on track that hasn't had an incident. It was Smee and Verstappen. That was about it. Scott Dixon may have 3rd. No, he had to check up in behind Verstappen. Austin and that group have been out front for a while. Wouldn't be totally surprised if they're starting to use up their stuff. It'd be terrible for them to have to pit under green. Possibly lose a lap. Lewis Hamilton just made a pass on Squid. Austin's trying to get around Verstappen once again and nearly drove himself in the wall to do it. Looks like a good couple of the cars that were on the lead lap, trying to fight, have been passed by lap cars. I think myself, my car was in behind John Force. Feels like Austin's doing the smart thing, just sitting in behind Max right now. However, Dixon's up here to make this interesting again. Austin will cut down. Have a nice run through turn 2. And a run down the back. But he does not have Verstappen cleared. And Verstappen actually clears him. Larson holds that first car a lap down spot. Squid back around Hamilton. Cars are going to need something to break a certain way. Right now, the top 3 are over a corner in front of everyone else. Squid and Hamilton, Norris and others way back there. Austin wanted to have a move around the outside. What do you have left at this point? They've stayed out in the front of the field for the last couple cautions. Austin still won't make the move. Coming to 31 to go. Do one more little through the field here. Charles Leclerc, never really much of a factor here in this one. 21st position today. Tony Kanaan is on the lead lap, I do believe. Probably going to need a yellow flag to really get back in this. Scott McLaughlin. Fernando Alonso certainly had a day. He can't get back up in touch with the leaders. Smee fighting for his lap back. He's got Ash D. Kuzmic around him. Evo and Tyler Reddick as well. Cars that have had trouble all day long. Esteban Ocon not a factor since his early flip. Logan Sargent is on the lead lap in 11th place. Tony Stewart right in front of him in 10th. Then we've got Kyle Larson. So there's the gap there between Smee and Larson for that lucky dog spot. Jimmy Johnson fighting with Jeff and Nico Moore. And Johnson's on the lead lap. He needs to get around those cars. And actually, Nico Moore is trying to make a move on John Force here. And might just get it done. Might get Lando Norris as well. Then we've got myself, Will Power, C. Goated riding around in here. 16th, 2 laps down the first car. 2 laps down. Lewis Hamilton is back around Squid. And now we are back to the top 3. Oh. Dixon was way wide in the corner. Is the 68 coming in to pit? Yes, he is, as is the 33 of Verstappen. Scott Dixon takes the lead as the other top 2 pit. Green flag pit stops. Scott Dixon is all by himself. With the gap that he has, that might be a good thing. And here comes Dixon. So Lewis Hamilton is going to take over the lead of this race with Squid right behind. Followed by C. Goated. Oh no! Problems for Ash! Oh, and problems for C. Goated as well! Let's see if we get a yellow. Doesn't appear we will. Go back and see what happened to Ash here. That happened completely out of nowhere. We were fine until we weren't fine. Where is Ash? Back here. Well, it's another turn 1 victim. Under green as well. The yellow will not come out. Into the wall and nobody else. Oh, second hit was real hard, real sharp. Car's been through a lot today. See if it comes back out, but he was able to get to the bottom. Oh, well, Jeff is stopped. That's interesting. Leader of this race is Lewis Hamilton. But where is Lewis? Now Squid's the leader of the race. Where the hell are they? Oh, I'm in trouble. Up in the wall. We finally found the leaders, but I am having some trouble in the back. And the yellow is out as we are coming to 25 laps to go. Squid leads from Hamilton and Will Power. Well, Squid, you battled, got your lap back, and have had a rocket ship ever since you got back up here. To take lap 179. 24 did catch up. The wave around car. Verstappen leads. From Dixon, Austin, Squid, and Hamilton. Power and Johnson are in this mix as well. With the way the second half of this race is gone, I mean, caution's becoming more and more infrequent. Will we get another? Look at the 68, wanting to have a move, at least on Scott Dixon. I think he'll get that done. And he will! Austin is into the 9 car of Scott Dixon. Dixon is in the wall. Austin to the lead. Around Verstappen. Dixon can't get back to the pit lane here. Too much traffic. At the line, it is Austin. Verstappen takes the lead into 1. Side by side for the lead, which is all Will Power's going to want to see. Squid makes the move around Power. Jimmy Johnson trying to make it 3 wide. Scott Dixon fought all that way back. Now 13th, the last car lap down. He must have made it to the pits. Coming to 20 to go, it is Verstappen. Ooh, that was Will Power. Nearly threw everything that he's been through to get back in this race away. Austin to the inside of Verstappen. I think he's got that done. Squid comes down to help, and he does. Whoa, but then Squid to the inside. He tried to make the move on Austin as well. 4-car battle for the lead inside 20 to go. That was Dixon going a lap down for not the first time in this race. Max Verstappen, the last clean car on track, nearly ran into the turn 1 wall. Well, a chatter battle for the win would be fun, but something tells me Verstappen's going to get in the way of that. Although Verstappen's solidly back down to 3rd for now. Trying to make the move on Squid. Oh! As Squid's making the move on Austin. Squid leads at the line. Oh, and Max Verstappen is in the wall, as is Jimmy Johnson. They are to the bottom of the track. Will they be all right? Verstappen, the last trouble-free car, riding the bottom, and he will come into pit, as does Jimmy Johnson. Some toe link damage on both of these cars, but they're able to drive it back. There's Dixon. And now we go to the battle for the lead again between Squid and Austin. Nico Moore just made the move on Will Power. That's not for position. I think that's Ash making a move on Esteban Ocon back there. Don't think that's for position as well. Austin may have Squid cleared for the lead. No! Squid too good of a run out of 4. Will Power has joined the fight. Johnson's back out. Oh, and Smee's in the wall again. That's going to be all Verstappen wants to see, but Verstappen does go a lap down. No, I was just about to ask, will we stay green? That is not the case. Well, Smee's second incident of this race. Yep, hard. Both right side tires ain't doing much of anything at that point. Big side pod damage, rear wings dancing around. We'll see if he comes back out in this one. Toxic waste happened. It took Smee so long to make one mistake, and now he's got 2 here in this race. And thankfully for everyone else, doesn't take anybody else with him. Right in behind John Force, too. John Force currently 5th. Did this get close with anybody else? I somehow doubt it. Maybe McLaughlin? No, not really. Larson certainly had a view of that. Right along with Kyle Larson as Smee is crashing in turn 1. Be able to see it happen right there. Dodge some pieces of the car, and then, yeah, he almost came back down into traffic. Larson gets through. Only 6 laps down, almost decent. Well, is this our final restart in the AI 500 or not? Laps winding down. Squid leads from Austin. Will Power, one of many redemption runs in this race, is 3rd. Lewis Hamilton really hasn't been in a lot of trouble here today, but how about John Force in 5th? Another yellow could be catastrophic to the predicted finishing order. Force looks like he may have a run to get up in with this top group. At least to get in behind. I saw my car diving into the pit lane. That looked scheduled and fully under control, oddly enough. Coming around. 2:10 to go this time. Tony Kanaan is on the lead lap in behind Logan Sargent there, trying to make something happen. With Alonso, it's just Nikamura that threw me off. It's actually a good chunk of lead lap cars. At least give us a green flag finish, right? Austin may want to think about a move. Oh, he tried late with Power right in behind. We all got free. Austin to the bottom. Got the lead on Squid for now, and Will Power may follow him through. It's just nothing but redemption drives in the top 4 right now. They stayed out of it. Still win? I mean, maybe if everybody in front of you wrecks right now, maybe. Austin and Squid still side by side. Austin may have Squid clear. No. The 03 with a good run off the corner. Inside, 10 laps to go. And, oh, Austin was nearly clear. He might be. Through turn 4, he was, I think, but he didn't get up there. We're about to have a side-by-side finish. Oh, Hamilton with one hell of a run as Will Power joins the party again. Squid edges out in front. He's got a push from Will Power, and the Verizon number 12 maybe through into second. Whoa! He was, but he got loose. This is giving me Ricky Bobby versus the French guy in the end of Talladega Nights. It's Ricky Bobby versus Jean Girard. I don't know if that really fits. Lewis Hamilton has now joined the top crew. And Tony Kanaan, where did he come from? Up to 5th place in and around John Force and competing for this one as we're getting crazy in the front. Austin leads, but here comes the 12 of Will Power to the lead. multiple incidents early in this race, and the 12 leads, but Austin on the high side. With help this time from Squid to take lap 195. All of a sudden, there's a whole bunch of cars that we haven't really thought of in a while. Tony Stewart's not that far back. Alonso. Scott McLaughlin there in the yellow car, not really in contention. As the two members of chat have broken away again. If Austin can't win, Austin will win. You're not wrong. That is the scenario we have right now. Will Power will have another run, and it might just come right now. He's a little bit too far back as Tony Kanaan is into fourth place. An Evo come from behind victory. Oh, there are problems behind. Nico Moore, please get down to the bottom. Austin leads for the moment. Will we go yellow or will we stay green? Will Power is back up in it. Here comes Squid. At the line, Austin leads the lap. Lap 197. Power and Kanaan are back up in here. Well, that didn't last very long. Austin's trying to go around the outside, and he might get a good run down the back. Come on, cars, let's stay green for the final few laps. Squid leads right now. Not clear of Austin. Austin with the help of Will Power. We come to 3 to go. Austin leads at the line. Squid, it's now a 5-car fight for the lead as Stewart is here. Oh, Kuzmic back there. He got a little sideways. Squid for now. I think he's clear of Austin. He is, but holds the bottom. To 2 to go. At the line, that time it was Squid. More company coming, and Will Power, Tony Kanaan. Nico Moore with damage earlier. He's back out on track, last on track. Oh, Ash has a problem. Can she make it to the bottom? Watch out for the yellow flag as we're coming to 1 to go this time. Yellow flag is out, and Squid, I do believe, is going to be your official winner. We do not get our green flag finish. Squid is clear. As we have taken the final lap. We're going to end this race with 10 cars on the lead lap. And in a race where we didn't think anybody from chat was really going to have much of a chance about halfway through, it ends up being a battle between two chatters with Will Power, Tony Kanaan, and Tony Stewart running them down. We will take a look at what happened to Ash to bring up this yellow flag, as we will finish under caution here in a moment. But to the line, Squid and the Liquid Death 03. Battle Saddleback, he had to fight for the free pass just like about everybody else up here. He will win the first ever edition of the AI Indianapolis 500. Well, the caution to end it. Same as we'd seen all race long, and maybe a little bit of dirty air, who knows. But Ash hard into the wall. The second whack. Back down in traffic, nearly got Larson. Did get a little bit of Seagoated. But Verstappen gets free. Ooh, Leclerc and Smee close in there along the wall. Never got out of it. Well, got out of it a little bit towards the very end. They ran side by side for so long. Scoring pylon being in the way is one thing, but let's listen. There it was. Got out of the gas and by a half car length.